It's funny when I go up to the State House and see my dad, and he's like wearing a suit and is very serious. When I think of him like out in the fields, teaching me how to mow, picking rocks, or just having a cookout in the cow field.
One of the things about my dad and why he entered into public service is because he's always helped people, and he loves helping people. I think that's one of the reasons he's going to make a great governor.
My values come from my life experience. Vermont became a part of me growing up, and I knew that there was nowhere else in the world that I ever wanted to live. I've given that same gift to my kids. Both of them now tell me that their dream is to find some way to be here. And I think that's what's going to bring young people to Vermont. If we can just get them the job opportunities so they can make a good living here. What's so exciting about a company like Northern Power Systems for all of us in Vermont is first just to walk in there and see the number of young Vermonters have a great job, have a great future, and are doing something great for the planet. You can sit at that computer system of theirs, monitoring every single turbine they've built around the world, from Italy to Alaska, Eastern Europe. It's an extraordinary thing. That's where Vermont's future is. When we talk about jobs and job creation, for me it's not just an idea. For me, it's about making sure that Becca and Olivia and their friends can be here, can live here, can be a part of our lives. I've watched the sales tax drive business into New Hampshire since I was a kid. And it's one of the things as a business person that has really bothered me. So when Pal and his family came to me many years ago and said, you know, we have a store in Keene, New Hampshire, and we have one in Brattleboro, Vermont, and if you don't help us, pretty soon we're only going to have one in Keene, New Hampshire, an alarm went off for me.
He had me up to the State House to explain to the representatives and the senators what the sales tax was doing to our local economy in comparison to Keene. Businesses create jobs, and they also create an atmosphere in a community. Peter has been very, very sensitive to the small business person.
I met Beth Robinson in the State House back when Howard Dean was governor and I was president of the Senate. And she was part of a very small group of people who was pushing for marriage equality before the Supreme Court had acted in Vermont.
Passage of that bill in 2009 said not just that same-sex couples had the opportunity to have full legal protections for their families, that was important, but it also said we embrace all Vermonters, gay or straight, as full citizens, as full members of our community. And I think that really, Peter understood that. He understood that from the get-go, that yes, this was about providing important legal protections to same-sex couples, but it was really also about recognizing and embracing the spirit of community that defines Vermont.
I just finally said, enough is enough. If we have an opportunity to do the right thing, to lead the country, to put an end to discrimination against any group of people, how can it not be the right time?
What I really came to appreciate about Peter is when he says, I support you and I'm going to make this happen, he does everything in his power to make it happen, and he's effective. He knows how to bring people together. He knows how to get things done. And that's the kind of leader I want running my state.
We've got to get aggressive about Vermont's agricultural future. For me, farming isn't just an abstract concept. It's being there, actually helping to produce the product. You know, I grew up next to the Rannies. I've known them all my life. To me, the Rannies embody what Vermont is really about. People who simply want to work the land and get paid a decent wage. And people who care deeply about their community and about their neighbors.
I always dreamed of being up here, up at 3:30 and milk cows and all the other work.
The struggles that the Ranny farm are the struggles that every single Vermont farmer is facing right now. It helps me tremendously to have had that friendship when I think about strengthening and building Vermont's ag future. When I think about the issues that we're facing as Vermonters, what I will take to the job as governor is my deep friendships and understanding of all sectors of Vermont economy and the experience and the values that I've been given, having been born and raised right here in southern Vermont. I'm asking you to join this campaign because together we can actually make Vermont a place that prospers economically, that maintains and strengthens our values and that makes this state productive again. Let's do that together. I need your help.